Angeo polkari actually Kimio Deu in Narumoni no Kwane or rain. But in a special way, allow me to celebrate this fine gentleman in the names of the Chief Justice of the Republic of Uganda, none other than our brother, our very own Alfonse Owiny Chigamoi. That's the gentleman I'm talking about. Beautiful soul, quite a gentleman, and he stands out tall among the giants of the giants to speak his mind, as bold and courageous as he can be. This is the type of Acholi Madano Meroni. Actually, my young chung pe kiloko kilum midok, but kiloko with clarity of mind. This is the gentleman I'm celebrating tonight. Agago one for you, me, okay, one Latin lu, Latin actually, my bear, my ling, my munya, my beautiful pillow we won. No doubt, I have no doubt in my mind. He's a man who is very fine, fine gentleman. Cause living is human failing aside. But neno ni utimu jemi mapol. Ikine I court case pa. Attorney General versus Kabazuguruka Michael. Yeah? Maukatio kama laying on the 31st of January. This year, he made a bold move. Wadini. Ingiunga. Petty civilian mama America trying a military court because again Peggy ticket care of trying those people. So that was a court of appeal in the Supreme Court of Uganda declared section of the Uganda People's Defense Force Act, UPDF Act, that provide for the blanket trial of civilians in military courts and constitutional ordered for all ongoing and pending criminal trials against civilians before the court martial to immediately seize and be transferred to the ordinary courts of law with competent jurisdiction, among other orders. Fine gentleman matiti pi rojo payu me actually meneno ni wadugu wunu chenni de yuma be ikip melonyo mano one wateke de yange and here he speaks his mind. One when you look about it, ka Jamie Mukana you be mete.
To speak ill of me was this to the president. This I can tell you. Your Excellency, it is painful. You have ministers who should help me to come up with a policy for the recovery of the war-torn people of this area. They're the ones going and grabbing land. They're the ones who are now employing Balaro to look after their cattle. You have military officers who should be promoting your revolution and now grabbing land. This is unthinkable. That one I told the president. Beyond that, I've never said anything about the banana. but if you had come to me, you've known this. Then we agreed with him that I would go and speak on radio, which I did in Gulu, and it was connected to all the FMs in the Acholi sub-region. That let nobody take the law into their hands, because this is a matter which is being resolved. I explained to him that a committee has been set which will do the verification. He amended, as a result of those visitations, he amended, he said, okay, those who are roaming the countryside must leave. But those who claim to have face of land, which they say they're bought, can remain until a verification committee goes and verifies that the land was lawfully acquired, the fencing is proper, and there is water provision and so on and so forth. So this is what happened. If you think a chief justice should not do that, we will never agree with you. I have no apology to make. I will do it again until the Lord calls me. That's what I will do. Because I don't want that society to see bloodshed again. For you, you've not lived in war. You can afford to play games. For me, it's not a matter of games. The Bangalore Declaration will never help our people to stop bloodshed. And by the way, if you want me to step down as Chief Justice, it's the easiest decision. You have to choose between being Chief Justice and ensuring that there is no armed conflict in the Acholi sub-region. Even from me, I'll walk away and write that letter of resignation. Thank you.
So that is it. Polkari actually ki miro ni ki for dana manodo nkwane ruin but ana miro mio the flowers botla did Chigamoi for the well thought out Jami Mauber Katimone. By the way, MP representing the other side By then, I think it was still Fader, stand to be corrected. And all of that, he's done so pretty well to himself. And I think ni Pierre Tekawamu for Dharma food for. And this is the narrative Mumir one with Chako Machala Choli people to celebrate our very own. May Nano Dharma Guchala ambassador Lara Tuno Gi Maguchum Matakuti Mabeju Koberichano Nano Dharma Maguchum Bene Gitika Teach Matak Chalo Honorable Richard Todwong, the Secretary General for NRM Party. Of course, parties aside, but at least celebrating the people who actually have presented to Uganda, and they're doing pretty well. One for gi mafudgi ko ana fo won matek luba metiki gwa ko Chigamoi luba metiki gwa actually mageti in different positions, and they're using their positions to the benefit of Ugandans, because at the end of the day kikeru in Kenyani nyuluba keru in Kenyani for a purpose. And remember, every contribution I'm making, the little ones will stand for you and will speak for you even when you're not there in the room. So teach mount you enini Kerika Mbiri Majepe will stand out for him. Then we give before, and history will judge him fairly enough. Afo ematek, one.